Hello dear students, I heartily welcome you in this video lecture series on structural analysis 1. So in this lecture series, as we have started module 2, that is on direct and bending stresses. So this is the third lecture on module 2, in which we are going to discuss about direct and bending stresses in chimneys. So this session will cover direct and bending stresses and its distribution in chimney. What is meant by the chimney? How the direct stresses will induce in case of chimney, and further we will try to cover a numerical based on the calculation of maximum and minimum stresses. So what is the objective or outcome of this lecture? So after the completion of this session, you would be able to understand stress distribution at the base of the chimney, can also understand effect of wind on chimney. So let's start our session. So first of all, what is mean by chimney? So these chimneys are generally constructed in industries as well as cooking industries or any other chemical industries. So structure of this chimney is simple, circular shape or any rectangular or square shape, and which have very high height. So due to this height, these structures are generally subjected to wind or wind pressure. So you can see, let us a chimney which have plan as a rectangular section, that is B by D, and if we see the elevation of this chimney, it will be look like this. So as compared to the lateral dimension of the chimney, its height is very high. So due to this high height, it will be subjected to wind pressure like this. You can see in the picture 2, it will be subjected to wind pressure. So this wind pressure will be attack on any face of the or any wall of the chimney. So this wind pressure will cause movement at the base. So this pressure will cause movement, and due to this movement there will be generation of bending stresses, and the self weight of this chimney will cause direct stresses. Okay, so after the action of this wind and the self weight on the chimney, there will be generation of stresses at the base, and the diagram will be look like this. So at this edge it will show maximum stresses, and at the edge where wind pressure is going to act will show minimum stresses. So let's discuss in detail about it. So let us consider a chimney or a wall having plan dimension B by D and its height as a small h. So let delta is unit weight of chimney or wall, or masonry of chimney or wall. So we know that delta unit weight is nothing but weight or total weight of that structure per unit volume. So we can write it as a W, or delta equals to W by V. So V is the volume, or we can rewrite it as a weight of that chimney or wall equals to this density multiplied by V, where delta is nothing but weight density or unit weight. So likewise, again we know volume is nothing but cross sectional area multiplied by height. So we can rewrite it as a W equals to, or weight of that wall or chimney equals to this unit weight multiplied by area and multiplied by height of that structure. So likewise you can find weight. Now this weight will produce direct stresses in the chimney. So we know that direct stress is equals to sigma 0 equals to P by A, or here P is nothing but self weight, that is W. So we can write W by A, and where A is the base area. Okay, area or cross sectional area at the base of the chimney or wall. So if we put the values of W which we have just obtained, we will get direct stress equals to delta into H, that is weight density multiplied by H. So it's a simplified formula of direct stress in case of chimney or wall. What is the formula for direct stress in case of chimney? Yes, sigma 0 or sigma d will be equals to simply unit weight multiplied by height of that chimney. Let it be equation 1. Now what about this wind pressure? As we in starting I have just said that this wind pressure will create moment, and due to that moment there will be generation of bending stresses. So if there is uniform horizontal wind pressure of amount small p acting on any side of chimney having width b, then wind force will be equals to total force will be equals to wind intensity multiplied by that surface area. So wind is acting on width wise, so surface area will be b into h. So we can find the total wind force as a this wind intensity small p multiplied by b into h. So this force will induce bending moment at the base, and we can find moment equals to force into distance of this application. So as this wind force is acting uniformly over the height, so as a UDL we can say that this total quantity of wind force or total amount of wind force will act at a mid height of the chimney. So we can take moment equals to P into H by 2, where P is intensity of wind multiplied by surface area. So if we put the values, we will get or summarize this formula also. Now what is the bending stress? So we know that bending stress equals to M by Z, moment divided by section modulus. So in this case moment we have found P into H by 2 and Z based on the cross sectional area, BD square by 6 or DB square by 6. So these extreme stresses at the base will become sigma minimum equals to and sigma maximum equals to just by adding or by subtracting bending stresses from the direct stresses. So we can say sigma max equals to sigma B or sigma 0, that is direct stress, plus sigma B, and sigma minimum will be equals to direct stress minus bending stress, that is sigma B. So by using these two formulas, which are the basic formula in case of direct and bending stresses, we can find the maximum and minimum stresses induced at the base of the chimney. So what we have did, we have just consider a simple chimney having cross section rectangular, that is B by D. So, and after that we have assumed the unit weight of the chimney as a delta. Based on that delta we have found the total weight of chimney, and that total weight will induce direct stresses at the base. So we have found direct stresses at equals to, what was the formula? Yes, in equation 1, that is sigma 0 equals to unit weight multiplied by height of the chimney. By using that formula we can find the direct stress. So for getting bending stress, what we have did, we assumed a uniform wind intensity acting on width wise. So surface area will be for wind V into H, and the total wind force will be that wind intensity multiplied by surface area. So by using this we have found total wind force, and as it is acting as a uniformly, so we have take moment as a total wind force multiplied by H by 2. So this moment will induce bending stresses, and we know that bending stress equals to M by Z. So and we know also that this direct and bending stresses further impart in the generation of maximum and minimum stresses at the base. So sigma max we have obtained as direct stress plus bending stress, and we can find sigma minimum as direct stress minus bending stress. So by using this formulation and this concept, we can analyze the chimney, or we can find the stresses induced at the base of the chimney. So there is an example. A masonry wall 5 meter height is of solid rectangular section with 3 meter wide and 1 meter thick, and a horizontal wind pressure of 1.2 kN per meter square. Here 1.2 is given a small p, that is wind intensity, acts on the 3 meter side. So here width will be B, that is 3 meter, on which face wind is acting. Find the maximum and minimum stresses induced at the base. So we have to find sigma max and sigma minimum. If unit weight of the masonry, that is delta is given as 22.4 kilonewton per meter cube. So first step, what we have to do? Yes, let's summarize the data. So what is the given data? Yes, delta, that is weight density of this masonry wall, is given as 22.4 kilonewton per meter cube, and height is given as 5 meter. Width of this wall is, yes, 3 meter, and wind pressure is 1.2 kilonewton per meter square. So first of all, let's find the direct stress by using this data. How to find direct stress? Yes, so you can see this is the wall having thickness 1 meter and this width as a 3 meter. Over this face the wind is acting, and this height is 5 meter. What about the self weight of this? This self weight of this wall will induce direct stress, and we know direct stress in case of chimneys and walls. Yes, direct stress sigma 0 will be equals to simply intensity or weight intensity multiplied by height of that wall or chimney. So sigma 0 will be equals to delta into h. Just put the values and get the answer. That is, direct stress will be equals to 112 kilonewton per meter square. So likewise we have find direct stress at the base due to the self weight of this wall. Okay, now let's go towards next part. What is next part? We have to find total wind force. Total wind force कैसे निकालना है? Yes, we have just discussed in previous session that total wind force will be equals to wind intensity multiplied by surface area on which wind is acting. So this intensity multiplied by width into h. In case of this numerical, wind intensity is given as 1.2, that is wind pressure, and width is 3 meter and height is 5 meter. So just calculating this on calc, you can get the total wind force as a 18 kilonewton. So what we have got? Total wind force. What about moment now? Yes, in case of this wind, moment will be equals to total wind force multiplied by h by 2. So this wind or total wind force will act at the mid height of the wall or chimney. So in this wall, moment will be equals to total wind force multiplied by h by 2. Simply put these values. H is given as 5, we have got 18. So we will get moment at the base, that is bending moment, as a 45 kilonewton meter. So let's find, see further calculations. So we have got moment. After getting moment, we can find direct bending stress as m by z. So before going for bending stress, we have to find z. So in this case, z will be the section modulus about the width. So z will be equals to b d square by 6. So in this case, we have taken width as a 3 meter and this d will be 1 square by 6. So by solving we will get 0.5 meter cube. This is the section modulus. So for getting sigma b, simply m by z is the formula. Put the values. We have got m as a 45 divided by z, we have just calculate 0.5. So solve it on your calc. Are you getting this answer? Okay, what is the answer now? Sigma b, that is bending stress in this case. Yes, 90 kilonewton per meter square. So but in the numerical it has asked to find what we have to calculate. Yes, we have to find sigma max and sigma minimum, that is maximum stresses and minimum stress induced at the base of this wall. So we know sigma max equals to simply direct stress plus bending stress. So just put the values. Direct stress we have got 112 plus bending stress 90. So by adding these two, we will get sigma max equals to 202 kilonewton per meter square. So its compression in nature will be positive, will act at the face or at the edge of the wall opposite to the wind face. Now what about sigma minimum? Yes, direct stress minus bending stress. So sigma minimum equals to sigma 0 minus sigma b. So sigma b again 112 and sigma b is 90 and sigma 0 direct stress equals to 112. So this 112 minus 90, how much it will become? Yes, it is equals to 22 kilonewton per meter square. So both are in positive, so it is also compression in nature, and hence at the base the stress distribution or pressure distribution will be like this. So this is the edge where direct stresses or maximum stresses are acting as a 202 kilonewton per meter square, and at this edge there will be minimum stresses, sigma minimum equals to 22 kilonewton per meter square. So this is the final answer of our question. Hope you have understood. Note it down fast, and I hope you can solve the numerical based on this principle and the numerical similar to this question. So let's summarize what we have learned in these two sessions on lecture 3, that is part 1 and part 2. So we have discussed stress induced in the chimney and stress distribution diagrams at the base of the chimney or wall, and also we have tried to understood all these things with the help of numerical. So these are the some of the frequently asked questions which may ask in the examinations. What do we mean by limit of eccentricity in case of this, and there is a numerical. So try to solve this question in your assignment.